Hey, Zack here from Frontenac Outfitters Canoe and Kayak Center. Today, we're exploring dry suits versus wetsuits and kind of, what's the difference? What's better for me? And we'll try and answer some of these questions for you. On a whole, a dry suit is going to be made out of a nylon, a coated nylon material. Back when they were originally created, it was a single layer nylon laminated with a polyester resin or something like that. I don't know. Basically just to make it impermeable for water to get inside. They were highly unbreathable, so all that sweat and moisture that you're producing inside would not escape the suit, but it would keep you protected and it would keep you dry. Over the years, they've progressed to better quality, breathable materials. A couple companies are using high-end Gore-Tex, and this is gonna be a more rugged, heavier duty version of Gore-Tex than you're gonna find in your typical rain shell. But what that does is it helps expel the moisture out of the suit, keeping you drier and more comfortable inside, but also a completely waterproof layer that if you do capsize and you end up in the water, it's gonna keep you protected and it's gonna keep you dry. What we're gonna find in how the suits work is for the most part, most suits are gonna have a latex gasket around the wrists and likely a latex gasket around the neck. There's different versions of suits that may have what we call a comfort neck, which is gonna be more of a neoprene one. Not gonna be quite as dry, but still gonna do a pretty dang good job of keeping water out of the suit. Most suits these days have built-in booties, again, a kind of a breathable fabric in the booty. Some older ones, again, might use a latex sock, whatever the case may be. They've kind of gotten away from using latex ankle cuffs, and you may still find those around. Not so much anymore. They're a little awkward to try and deal with. So that's kind of the basis of a dry suit. I mean, they just make life super comfortable in the water. They're a huge upgrade from using traditional neoprene layers, much more comfortable and gonna keep you a lot safer and comfortable on the water. A wetsuit, essentially it's just a layer of, it's like a rubber material designed to go over top. You want it to be fairly tight. You don't want pockets of air in there, so you want to be able to kind of capture that heat. And it's going to act as an insulating layer against any water. Now, the idea is any water that gets into the suit is going to warm up to kind of your body temperature and keep it there. If the suit's too loose, you're going to have too much cold water coming in and it's not going to do its job. The problem being with neoprene is for most paddlers, especially in the arms and legs and hands, anything thicker than a 3 millimeter is going to be really, really difficult to use. It's going to get really stiff. So maybe not the best application for cold water paddling, but certainly in those shoulder seasons, it'll work just fine. Full length, like kind of diving wetsuits or like surfing wetsuits. Again, they can be used in kayaking and paddling. But again, you have to look at the thickness and what's going on with those. So obviously there's a huge price gap between, a quality dry suit and maybe a wetsuit for paddling anyway. And it's, really up to the end user, how much paddling you want to get. For me, a big transition when I moved from using kind of a Farmer John and a dry top combo into a proper dry suit was huge. It was a game changer. It was so much more comfortable getting out of that suit at the end of the day and being dry and comfortable, and even in swims and capsizes. I was fine. I was happy. Wetsuits, still having fun, but man, you feel that cold water coming in. It's not pleasant. But if you're paddling in shoulder seasons, that water's still a little chilly. We've got nice air temperatures. You can get away with a wetsuit, but you always have to dress for the swim. We can't stress this enough. Make sure you're wearing your PFD. A wetsuit will add a bit of protection, but you really have to understand how water temperatures work against the body. A dry suit's gonna give you much more time in the water before any hypothermia type stuff happens compared to being in a thinner wetsuit. That pretty much wraps that up. If you have any questions, absolutely give us a call or send us an email. We do carry both neoprene wetsuit products for paddling as well as dry suits, and we're happy to talk to you about what may work best for your situation. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day.